The latest update for No Man's Sky, called Beyond, is eagerly awaited. Many people wondering when it's going to arrive. Well, Hello Games have at last revealed the date. It is going to be the 14th of August, so just slightly less than 2 weeks away. That right there was the latest teaser trailer, and teaser being the operative word there. Very brief glimpse of something mysterious. We have no clue what it is, but it looks like it just may be some type of hub. Now, for those of you who don't know, although I'm sure most are aware, Beyond is the latest update, and it will feature 3 major components. The first is the VR, virtual reality, is coming to No Man's Sky. So this will be on the PlayStation VR as well as PC. Xbox, unfortunately, will miss out on the VR component. The other component is what's being called No Man's Sky Online, a massive multiplayer update to the game. So MMO light, I guess. It's not going to be a full-on MMO, but it's going to bring a much larger multiplayer aspect to the game than what it currently has, which is very limited as of right now. The third component, Hello Games have not yet revealed. Some people are speculating, though, that the teaser trailer we just saw, may well have a bit of bearing on what that third component may well be. Although, personally, I get the impression it may well be the multiplayer hub. Let's go back and have a very quick look at that. So it's a very quick flyover of something here. We'll slow it down in just a moment. Another quick glimpse there through the porthole at the end. Is that an active porthole, or is it just there for something visual? So again, here we are. Let's pause the thing right here. This actually is a little bit dark. Let's try and lighten it up. So yeah, that's a bit brighter, but not great due to the YouTube compression. But yeah, hopefully it's good enough. So yeah, very hard to see what's going on here. Not a whole lot of information, but it does seem that this area is very large. Larger than the interior of the freighters, I'd say. Let's move forward a little bit just to get a slightly better view. So yeah, there we go. Definitely a large area. And there's a bunch of landing pads here. The question then is whether or not these are entirely for players, or whether they're also used by NPCs. Of course, there's no way to know for sure, but if these are purely for players, then it also opens a question about joining each other, joining up for groups, or joining up for wings, and what type of gameplay that may bring. Okay, let's slow down the next part of the trailer or the teaser here, just to see if there's anything obvious that we may have missed. And it doesn't seem so, although there are some stairs here, so it appears that we can walk down to these areas. Or maybe not, there's some large gaps in what appears to be that path there, so maybe we can't go down there, and we can only stick to the area up the top where the landing pads are. At any rate, it's all a bit moot, as we don't know what that area is, but obviously it's an area of significant importance, or an area of significance, simply because the fact they are showing it. Now, there are a couple of other points I do want to briefly discuss. One is if we go back to the idea of No Man's Sky Online, what does that actually mean? Now, my opinion is that it's simply going to be that we'll be able to group up together, that we'll be able to get into wings, and then either get involved in the existing missions that are already in the game, or some multiplayer variants of those same type of missions. Maybe we can collectively build bases together and go bounty hunting, things like that. What I don't envision is that there'll be full-on guild mechanics or raids and those types of things. But then again, I could be completely wrong. After all, there's not a lot of information out there. And I think this is actually a really interesting approach from the way Hello Games have managed things before. There is something to be said for keeping your cards close to your chest and not actually talking about the content that's about to be released. That in itself generates its own form of hype. And talking of hype, I know there are some people out there that are still very annoyed, very angry about the way Hello Games managed the initial launch, but there are also equally many more people that appear to be quite happy with what Hello Games have gone on to do with No Man's Sky. The release, after all, was a long time ago now, 3 years, and Hello Games are still here, putting significant work into the game, bringing many updates, and also not charging for them. And I think that deserves its own merits, doesn't it? So I will be coming back and looking at No Man's Sky Beyond when it's released. One thing I do want to do is compare No Man's Sky on the PlayStation VR as well as on the Oculus Rift, and I'll compare 3 headsets. It will be the PlayStation VR, the Oculus Rift, the original one, as well as the new Oculus Rift S. I don't have any other headsets, unfortunately, at the moment to compare it to, but they are also on the cards, so let's see how they all work. I'm particularly interested in 2 aspects here. Firstly is the performance, especially on the vanilla PlayStation 4, and secondly is the sense of scale of everything in VR. I want to see if Hello Games have actually managed to keep things in proportion so that things don't look oversized or undersized. Very curious to see how all that plays out. So we'll be back on the 14th of August with new videos on No Man's Sky. Do keep an eye out for those. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.